Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, man, make sure I hit that like button for me before the video even starts. Anyway, so it does look like not only do we have NBA YoungBoy news today because there's a potential chance that NBA YoungBoy has been released from jail, and that people are suspecting that because of posts from his mama. And I'm going to tell you what that post said. Also, Sayso P Mama also had a whole lot to say to anybody that's saying that her son pretty much ran off with somebody for 200K. Of course, people inside the Memphis streets were saying that. And she let everybody know, listen, man, paper was always good with my son. He had no need to do that at all, but he was just dedicated to the wrong people. So with that being said, we will get into that at first. But first, we got to get into this, bro. Listen, there is a street nigga that pretty much said he'll do 5 to 10 years easily. But when it comes to that 20 to life, he is snitching. What in the blue hell is going on? Pretty much what I said is, we're officially in an era of people telling you when they will snitch. It's an evolution of the self-snitching era. Now, nobody ever thought that the self-snitching era would evolve. They thought that was just the top mark. Right now, we're in an era of people telling you what they'll do, like what'll make them snitch. Right? Just take a listen to this.
I ain't telling about no small. I can do 5 to 10 years, but 20 to life going
You're
down,
watching
boy.
Key
20
Talk
to life,
Media.
somebody going down, boy.
I ain't telling about no small. I don't know nothing about that. So when they said beat me so long, I knew these niggas would tell them.
Hey, listen, man. Least Buddy keeping it 100. You already know. Now, we take a look at the comment section. I do want to read this comment section, see what y'all had to say. It says, from what we've seen in hip-hop, this is true for a big percentage of artists. And then Buddy right here says, telling is telling. No gray areas on that. And, of course, a lot of people laughing. Honestly, glad he let his friends know. Screech Fried, Go Jam, and God We Trust, Byro Splash. Call me what you want. I ain't throwing a rock. And he's saying he will tell. Nigga basically said, I would only snitch if the consequences are dire. Cuz, what the Listen, a lot of people may be freaking out about this, but if what we've seen in hip-hop right now, this is true. This is exactly what's happening. Whenever them football numbers come into play, it's time to tell. Whatever they want you to say, that's pretty much what be going down inside of hip hop. It happened to the mafia too. Then the mafia was way more organized than like the black street gang. So if y'all don't think the Italians and all of them that was in the mafias and stuff like that, they even snitched. You know, some of a lot of them are famous for what like Sammy the Bull, one of them. Some other people, you know, Vlad TV be interviewing them and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that came out and did some sort of snitching like that. And it happens all the time. It was only like a big biker gang that didn't actually snitch. Actually, you know what? Let me go off for what we were going to go into next, and I'm going to show y'all. There's a biker gang where none of them snitched at all. You know what I'm talking about? There was like 100 of them. People died. All type of stuff actually had happened, but none of them snitched. And do you want to know what happened? They all eventually got let free. You already know, and I actually just found it right now. So listen, man, when it comes to snitching, these dudes might be some of the most solid ones because they didn't snitch at all. You know what I'm talking about? What happened was, let me see. So it says 5 years ago, 170 charges were dropped and nobody was sent to prison after bikers refused to snitch on what happened at Twin Peaks biker shootout that left 9 people dead and 20 injured in 2015 in Waco, Texas. I definitely remember this. People got killed, died. 9 people died from the situation. 170 charges was dropped because nobody didn't fold at all. Now listen, man, if the rappers had, you know, talking about teams and the street gang, not just the rap, but the street and the gangs had stiff people like that, then there would be a lot of less arrests going on, a lot of less of a lot of stuff that, you know, talking about snitching and stuff going on as well. But of course, we know that's not going to happen because we've already seen the standard of what does actually happen. Anyways, now, before we get up to the NBA YoungBoy and the Sayso P top, but there is another video going viral right now. They even saying that Big U, who we might as well just call him Big Debo. You know, talking about the real Oh, my nose. Oh, they gonna think this cocaine. This ain't no cocaine. New character unlock. The real Debo. Big U. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, and this is why I'm calling Buddy the real Debo Big U. Why? Because first of all, the Debo character, if y'all didn't know, it was actually based off of Big U. Even the one that played Debo came out and said, yeah, he was like, when I played this character, I went into like a Big U mode. You know what I'm saying? He was the inspiration behind the character, and Big U himself even came out and said that. And listen, new reports are coming out now saying that even Big U was extorting the street vendors at a high school. Everybody had to play. Big U was basically the mayor. Check this out.
People, they're happy. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, we are so happy
You're watching
that he went
Media.
to jail. I mean, this morning someone reached out to me and told me that he was extorting the food vendors. And I'm like, what? They were like, yes, he was extorting the food vendors at Crenshaw High. A lot of people, they're happy.
You already know everybody had to pay. I wouldn't be surprised if he probably was extorting the actual mayor as well. Hey, man, you gonna mayor around my block or whatever it may be. I'm gonna need some money from you, or I'm gonna need some favor, or something like that. But either way it goes, listen, man, Buddy is the king of extortions. You know what I'm talking about? He really could have had another unlocked name. You know what I'm talking about? King Extortion. You know what I'm talking about? The king of extortions. Anyway, so you already know. So it does look like the number one YN. You know what I'm talking about? When I say the number one YN, I mean the forefather of all these little YNs that's running around. Because a lot of these YNs that y'all are seeing are the babies of NBA Youngboy. You know what I'm talking about? Or if we put it in a descendant tree, the little mini descendants of NBA Youngboy. Well, non-blood descendants. You know what I'm talking about? But the followers of NBA Youngboy. Now, I took to Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, that's where all this news is at. Literally, it's Key Talk Media. But anyways, it says the final boss of all the YNs is allegedly home. This note below was posted by his mama. And then it also says when Buddy start doing shows, it's finna be every type of YN in attendance that you can think of. And that is 1,000% true. You know, I'm talking about NBA Youngboy is gonna be some of the most wildest shows that you've ever seen in your life. Why do I say that? Because all the YNs will be inside of one place. Hey, don't just think you got all different type of YNs. You got, I ain't gonna get into all that, man. You know what I'm talking about? But there's all different kinds, and they gonna all be at their big bro concert. Anyway, so the note actually said, to God be the glory, he's back. And of course, this says OG Monique. Now, for those that know, y'all know Sharonda is his real mother, but in his song, he actually spoke about Monique as well, right? Let me just go to the comment section because somebody actually said that. The first comment, somebody said, how the fuck? How is he home already? Top 911. Major W. When he start doing shows, this auntie will be in attendance. Listen, NBA Youngboy even got the aunties ready to come out to his show. Here I'm talking about. The next comment says, laugh out loud. Why she go her notes to type it, screenshot it, and post it? That's not his mom, laugh out loud. And of course, after this guy said that's not his mom, an NBA Youngboy YN. I don't know if it's a stand or whatever like that, but he said that's who raised him. I call Monique my mama, but Lord knows I need Sharonda. And of course, that says OG Monique. You go to her page, she got pictures of him and everything like that as well. Anyway, of course, the next person, he called her mama. She took him in as a child. That's why he called 3 his brother. You already know. YN's ready to pop it off. When did they start writing notes to post? He can definitely go to the shot now. He can definitely go. Okay, it says forefather of YNs is crazy. If anybody, that's Chief Keef. Need I remind you, he was 16 or something when he made. Listen. Let me just tell you. Yes, Chief Keef had his. I don't want to just say era, but I want to say his influence on a lot of things. Yes, he's a goat at what he did. He's a hip hop legend icon, especially for Chicago, right? Now, NBA Youngboy, I'm just trying to tell you, you can look at somebody and see if they're when I say descendant, don't think of like blood relative, just think like a follower of or really like of. You can tell that Chief Keef wouldn't from a YB one. You know what I'm talking about? We can just call it the Chief Keef YNs and the NBA Youngboy YNs. You can tell, I told you, it's different type of YN. It ain't just, you got lawyer YNs, you got, what else? Street nigga YNs. You know what I'm talking about? You got doctor YNs, nurse YNs, shooter YNs, you know what I'm talking about? Driver YNs, all type of YNs. There's different YNs, right? Anyway, so Read a couple more, then we'll get to that next, and I believe the final topic. The forefather, Buddy stopped doing shows long ago. I don't know where you been. He didn't stop doing shows. He was just banned from doing shows. He couldn't do shows. He was always in some type of trouble. It's not like he just took it upon himself and said, you know what, I'm just kick back, relax. I don't want to do any more shows. No, he literally, legally couldn't do shows. Anyways, you already know it does look like Sayso P's mama had to come out and make a response for everybody saying that her son had ran off with somebody's 200K. Now, I did find that hard to believe whenever I saw it. Why? Because Buddy flexed a lot of paper and a lot of money. You know what I'm talking about? And just looking at him and seeing how he was, like he don't seem like the person that would like steal somebody 200K and then just run off with it, and then just be in the city knowing that he done took somebody 200K. And they said years ago. Yes, it's no time date on get back, but I don't think you ran out with somebody 200K. You gonna wait 2 years to go try to get it, buddy. But either way it goes, I'm gonna read y'all what his mama had to say. So she says, Mama Sayso P said, this is the type of lies that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything, didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take it from anyone. Money wasn't a factor. Hey, Buddy had a lot of paper. That's why I find it hard to believe that he ran out with 200K. Cause he got paper. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. Anyways, it continues and it says, money wasn't a factor. For Exit 8 Tank the Bank, he was too loyal. Too loyal to the wrong people was his biggest downfall. Haters who were envious killed my baby. But I don't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. That was the norm. I can definitely tell y'all, Buddy had that paper, man. I don't know why he would have ran up on somebody. So I'm more inclined to believe that he didn't run off with nobody. I do know somebody said he did run out with somebody. So with that being said, there's always multiple sides to the story. I'm just telling you based off from what I've seen from Sayso P and what I personally would lean more towards believing. I'll just say it that way, right? Anyway, so Mama Sayso P not finna let y'all boys play with her son like that. And also, Fofo Mike Deasy, a TSF member from Dallas, he said his mama is his best friend. He the one and only boy. She know all about her son. And of course, people did reply to that. I want to see what they had to say. Miss Megan, who of course is a huge factor inside of TSF management and just really do a whole lot of stuff. She put the heart. And then somebody else said, nobody never knows everything about a person. Only God. Well, that's that on that. Sound like one of those, my son was such a good kid, he never done anything ever type situations. No disrespect, but she don't know what that man was doing, and nobody is finna do a hit on anybody because they jealous. Okay, to that point, I will say if anybody does a hit on somebody because they jealous, that's absolutely insane and just. I want to say the R word, re-art it, but I'm not going to say because I don't know how YouTube going to react to that. But anyways, I do believe there's some super crabs in the barrels, though, that definitely would do some hits off of jealousy. I think actually a lot of stuff start because of jealousy and envy. That's why people start out cool when they're younger, and as they get older, maybe one goes and gets more money than the other one. Next thing you know, they beefing. Anyways, yes, they will. It's Memphis. They kill you for having more money every day. Man, I be so tired of that too. Man, I always calling my son good, but not knowing they out here smoking and stalking from other because I don't know what the heck that meant. So why they spare sauce? He had more money than every person in the vicinity. If they killing over money, he would have been gone to the targeted buddy for a reason. Hey, I'm a realist, even though I see somebody may lean more towards it, but I am a realist. That is a great point that he just made. Why didn't they unalive Sauce too? Unless it's like they didn't actually attempt. I don't know. All I know is that person did make a good point. I'll read a couple more, and then I got one more video to show y'all Sauce Walka actually up. He's still inside of Memphis right now. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, last comment. Prayers for mama. It don't make sense he ran off and was moving like that in Memphis that night. Anyway, so RP to Sayso P, and of course to Mama Sayso P. Condolences to Mama Sayso P. Now, speaking of condolences, Sauce Walka, you know what I'm talking about, is still inside of Memphis. And when I say he's still inside of Memphis, I guess Sayso P wanted to introduce Sauce Walka to someone that makes some really good food. So what Sauce Walka did, even though Sayso P passed away, he decided to still go check out the place that Sayso P wanted him to actually go to. So here goes the video of that. And of course, you can see Sauce Walka on the, what's it called? See him on the crutches still. And of course, one of those thighs is the thighs that was actually shot.
Hey man, say man, it's the kids did. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm not here in Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way is by PK. You know
You're
what I'm
watching Key Talk Media.
You gotta keep dripping sauce and peas, my brother. Sayso P, man. Splash that my RP, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to make sure I get some food from PK before I leave. You know what I'm talking about? Exquisite taste, Midtown and downtown is where it's going down. But come to Midtown so we can put you with the drip around. We talking about shrimp, lobster, pasta, lamb, and anything that goes ham. We talking about egg rolls that's gonna save your soul. You know what I'm talking about? Sauce and peas, my brother. Sayso P. I got you. You told me to come. Everywhere you told me to go, I gotta go there. And I love you.
We gonna make sure we keep your name alive.
Shit, so man.
Long live Sayso the P, man.
Long live Sayso the
Hey, and you told me, man, you was gonna bring my boy to see me. And get what? He made it happen, man. You heard me?
He said that.
I appreciate that.
He been talking to me for months and put me on FaceTime with you, brother. So I had to do. Oh, hey, man, say man.
Anyways, you already know. So, I mean, that's that. Sauce Walka still in the city, but of course he is going to leave. Now, he only there to stop by some place that Sayso P, RIP, really wanted him to stop by, right? Anyway, so as we continue, read a couple comments, and I'll go ahead and close out the video for today. So the first comment says, he is hell glad to see him. Well, blessing to the Sauce Father from the West. So, of course, you're talking about the real Shorty Mac, giving salutes to the Sauce Father. He's still alive. He did survive the shooting that was a leg shot. Also, the next comment says, dang, he a real one for that. Anybody else would have peeled out already. On God, nah, Buddy set the play up. They not after Sauce, bro. Knew what he did and didn't inform his boss, which is crazy. So there are still people that believe that that Sayso P ran out with that 200K. Anytime other theories are given out, there's always going to be people that believe those theories, and also there's going to be people that believe whatever other theory is out as well. And it's all just a theory, and you never get to know the real deal because you don't get to hear the shooter talk about it, and unfortunately, you don't get to hear the person who was actually shot talk about it as well. Last comment, then I'm gonna go ahead and round out the video. Bro got to be off of. I know he's still in some pain. People saying he sacrificed his artist, but his artist was a wanted man, was he not? Plus, I think Sauce's way of coping is making money and promoting. I mean, that's just business anyways. Sauce Walka's a businessman. I know y'all see him do a lot of crazy, wild stuff all the time, but I mean, he's really like a legit, smart businessman. Anyway, so with all that being said, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.